All for Trump. All for Trump.
One thing that's really scary that fuels people who don't want to run public education is that public spaces are shared.
Like you're interested in volunteering for his campaign.
Meeting in our public schools. Ask them how who's gone to a public school with a diverse group of children, how they feel about children who don't look like them or identify in the way they do. And they're like, oh, what do you mean? Am I supposed to have an opinion other than the opinion I have for my brother and my sister? Do some of these kids in my school get on my nerves? Absolutely. Do we fight with each other? Absolutely. Do I think someone is less than me because they look differently than I do, or they attend a different church than I do, or they don't attend a church at all? Absolutely not. The idea for our public school students to get together and share ideas and push back on each other when they don't agree, it's a beautiful thing, and we have to fight to make that happen, because that's the only way we can fight in the halls of government. When some kids go to private schools, when you send your tax dollars to private schools, Lynn, what you're doing is making sure when those private school kids get to Congress, they cannot relate at all to the students in Tulsa Public Schools. I'm all about private schools. If you want to send your child to a private school, you are more than welcome to do that, but you should be the one to pay for it. Full stop. I'm also not going to give you a supplement for your golf course and then not get to use it. I'm not sure what we're doing, but we got to stop. We got to be bigger, we got to be bold, we got to make sure. We're not actually looking out for all people, but only the few that give them high-level donations and ensure that they continue to be in power. We have so few people in power who actually have principles in 2026, they should be embarrassed. If you met one of our lawmakers today and they came up to you and they were running the first time and they said, I'm just going to do all I can do right now to make more money and stay in power, are you voting for them? So I'm not sure why they're still there. Not sure why they're still there. Current threats to public education, guys, this is really important. We're obviously underfunding, we have huge resource gaps, we have zero respect for our teachers. Zero respect for our teachers who make very little money, and I love to hear, well, they didn't get in it for the money. You're exactly right, they didn't. But they also... rewrite history so that they can repeat it. Our kids are learning or not learning about some of the most beautiful stories in American history. We can all agree that it should hurt the feelings of the child who's not being represented in that story. Kids don't get to understand the reason these children are so resilient is because that has been their lives history, ancestry, years and years of their ancestry.
Oh, they got borders. Look at the borders. You can't get through.
In Tulsa Public Schools, we fight to be able to teach accurate history.
Yeah, okay. I went through the public schools in Tulsa.
And I talk a lot about education. I care a lot about education.
Obviously not.
Affects every single one of us. I don't think that you can have a democracy.
Cares about brainwashing. Brainwashing.
All without great education opportunities for all of our students. That's why it matters to me.